What's up guys, my name is Joe and today we're going to talk about the Samsung Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus. Samsung was so awesome that they sent me a phone to test it and I've been using it for 2 weeks right now. And let's see what an Apple fanboy like me thinks about the newest flagship phone from Samsung. In today's video, I'm going to talk about 5 things, the 5 essential things that make a smartphone a smartphone. 1, design. 2, the display. 3, the battery. 4, the camera. And 5, the performance. With this combined, we can evaluate if a smartphone is truly a smartphone. So, the design. We've seen the curved edges for a long time now in the Note series, and now it's implemented in the Samsung Galaxy S series altogether in the smaller and the larger version as well. The whole phone is made from glass, so front glass and back side glass. Now what this means is that you'll have your fingerprints all over the phone. It's beautiful and iconic. The screen is the whole front of the phone. You will be amazed by the quality and the size of the screen. This is the so-called infinity display, and due to the large size of the display, they couldn't implement the fingerprint sensor under the screen, which is the reason why it's on the back. Now it has the usual buttons. On the right, it has the power button. On the left, it has the volume rockers and a specific Bixby button, which I'll talk about later. On the bottom, you have a 3.5mm headphone jack and a USB-C connector. The USB-C connector I've been using with my MacBook and this phone. It's so lovely. I just take one charger and I'm good for the whole day. Now, the fingerprint sensor is at the worst position ever made. It's too high up, and even with large hands, you can't reach up and you can't touch it. Even in Samsung's ads, you see the dude holding the phone with 2 hands and using the fingerprint sensor that way. There's only one speaker on the bottom. It's not the best. You have a lot better quality speakers. Even in the iPhone today, they have stereo speakers now. But it's something that is there, it's given, it's waterproof, so we'll take it. The display is gorgeous. It's nothing like you've ever seen before. The S8 has a 5.8 inch and the S8 Plus has a 6.2 inch Quad HD S AMOLED display with 2960 x 1440 pixels, which has the always-on display implemented. It's gorgeous. It has the infinity displays on the side. You won't see any bezels. I was amazed the first time I held it in my hand. In fact, it's so good that compared to my iPhone display, the iPhone looks like a cheap Chinese counterfeit. Now, watching videos on your Samsung Galaxy S8 will be a little bit weird because the resolution is not quite as what we're used to. Watching the YouTube videos, you will see 2 black bars on the side, which you can fit the screen, but then the top of the videos will be cut off. This won't matter to you, because the screen is so gorgeous, the colors pop out, that you will be just focused on the content and you will be focused on the quality of this screen. It's truly one of the best currently in the industry. Okay, so Samsung really had to put together its head with its associates to figure out how to fix the battery situation which the Note 7 had. The Note 7 had the whole battery problem, phones exploded, and it was just a whole mess. This time around, Samsung put a 3000 mAh battery into the Samsung S8, which means that you'll get about 10 hours of usage under heavy usage, which is what I've experienced. I think it's a great thing that I wake up in the morning and I can use it during the whole day, basically. It's nothing extraordinary, but you'll get your stuff done. So, the camera. This time around, we've got the same shooter that we had in last year's edition. The 12-megapixel camera shoots the same quality images as before. Samsung has told me, though, that it's super sensitive to light. So in dark areas, in dark and nighttime, you'll get a much better image. Compared to the iPhone 6s and the S8 Plus, it's gonna be just a colossal difference. But what's interesting is that you have the Bixby Assistant implemented in the camera. So if you take a picture of, let's say, a shirt, then it'll be able to recognize this shirt and give you suggestions where you can buy it. What's the point? To sell, sell, and sell. Also, the front-facing camera has autofocus, so those selfies are gonna be freaking amazing. This phone is a beast. There's nothing it won't handle. There's no games that won't run on it. It's just perfect. It won't overheat like some other phones. In Samsung case, with the performance, this just works. It rocks 4 GB of RAM with 64 GB of SSD, and you can expand that storage with another 256 GB. You'll have plenty of storage for whatever content you want or need. It's running on Android 7.0. There are no games that will lag. It's going pretty well for Samsung. There's a huge thing implemented in this phone that no one really talks about, which is Bluetooth 5.0, which means that you can channel out 2 audio streams to different Bluetooth audio systems. Let that be a Bluetooth headset or a speaker. So if you have two of your buddies over, you can stream different audio channels for each of them. In the software, they've implemented Bixby. Bixby is the new smart assistant for Samsung. It's competing against Siri and Google Assistant and Alexa for the Amazon Echo, but it's not ready. The voice doesn't work, well, only in specific areas. It works in South Korea and it works in the US. I couldn't test out the software. It doesn't really work. I think it's a wasted opportunity to put one specific button for Bixby only, which you can't swap out with any other smart assistant on the market currently. Unlocking the phone is not a great experience. You're used to quick, snappy unlocking features. But the Samsung 8's fingerprint sensor is the weird position where you can't reach it with your finger easily, and it's just not comfortable to quickly unlock your phone. The face recognition works 50% of the time, and it's dangerous because you can use a photo to trick it. Also, you have the iris scanner, which works for me 99% of the time. The whole process is just a hassle, so I don't really recommend using any of them. Just use the passcode, which is I've done 90% of the time. So to sum up, as me, as an Apple fanboy, what am I missing? I'm missing the raise to wake function. To pick up the phone, turn on, see my notifications. I'm missing Control Center to swipe up from the bottom and quickly reach my toggles to turn off Wi-Fi, etc. Also, there's one thing I can't live without, is iMessage. But to put these all aside, and I want to look at the best phone today on the market in 2017, I can only choose the Galaxy S8 because of the quality, because of the design, the screen, and everything. The whole experience is just gorgeous and beautiful. If you're thinking about to buy one of these phones, I can recommend it. Go with it. It's the best decision you can have right now.
Wait for me right here in the car.
Thank you for watching, guys. As always, follow me on Instagram and follow me on Facebook. Drop a comment down below. Thank you for watching. Take care.